Welcome back to State of the Nation. When the Labour Chief Secretary of the Treasury, Liam Byrne, wrote that there was no money left, he was telling the truth. But in what has been dubbed the biggest lie in British politics, Rachel Reeves, the artful dodger of 11 Downing Street, takes us for fools in an effort to pick your pocket.
We've inherited a projected overspend of £22 billion. A £22 billion hole in the public finances now.
Yeah.
Not in the future, but now. £22 billion of spending this year that was covered up by the party opposite.
Now, this is the most awful rot. A supposedly surprise 20 billion black hole hidden by the Tories up until now has been miraculously uncovered by the newly elected Chancellor. But haven't we heard something about a 20 billion black hole before? Oh, yes, indeed we have. Before the election, the Institute for Fiscal Studies said Rachel Reeves would need to find precisely £20 billion if she wanted to avoid spending cuts. Remarkably, earlier this year, Reeves was honest when she spoke to the Financial Times. When asked if she could claim the country's finances were worse than expected, her exact response was, "We've got the Office for Budget Responsibility now. You don't need to win an election to find out about the public finances." The Institute for Fiscal Studies said exactly this before the election, too. And so the shameless fiscal fairy tale begins. The Labour Party is now in government, which means it chooses the balance between taxation and spending, and it chooses where spending falls. So it's decided to take £1.5 billion off pensioners to give it to its chums in the public sector. From Tory voters to Labour voters, what a surprise. It's taken the decision to spend £8 billion on GBNews, the green energy company, which it once claimed would save you an extra £300 on your energy bills. Both the Prime Minister and the Energy Secretary, Ed Miliband, have now forgotten about this saving because it was probably never there. The trick, the legerdemain, the dishonesty is in pretending that this is not a conscious choice, but force majeure, inventing a £22 billion black hole and blaming the Tories while spending £8 billion on green energy that won't cut your bills and £11 billion on overseas climate aid is simply dishonest. Add to that the 20% extra to buy off its left-wing chums in the Doctors' Union, and you see billions of pounds being flushed away. This is not the fault of the Conservatives. As the new Conservative Member of Parliament for West Suffolk, Nick Timothy, wrote this morning, Labour has absolutely no mandate to do what it is about to do. So, do not be fooled by their fiscal fairy tales. Labour has not been in office for a month, and already its spin has turned into outright dishonesty. As ever, let me know your views on mailmog@gbnews.com.